Hi there, yogis. How are you? You might notice a change of scenery. I've made my way to Belize, Placencia, Belize, where I'm hosting my One Love yoga retreat happening tomorrow. It's starting on Wednesday, so you might not get this video for a few weeks, but I wanted to make sure that I did something in this most amazing setting. I'm on a dock at Captain Jack's, which is one of my favorite places to stay. And you can see there's the lagoon on this side with a few boats. Might not be super clear, but we're going to have to maneuver our way through some of the noises and whatnot, but that's totally fine by me if it's fine with you. So because I'm in the most amazing place, I simply want this practice to be about being beautiful. This is super important for all of us to experience some type of beauty in our lives, whether or not it's something that we see externally or whether we start to feel internally through just understanding how precious we actually are. A lot of times we devalue ourselves into the yoga practice because we feel that we're not doing things as well as we think that we should be, or the body's not performing the way that we would like. So in this particular flow, it's going to be more of an intermediate, let's say beginner, advanced, intermediate practice, 20 minutes, 25 minutes, where we can just kind of get into the depths of the heart of who we are and find a little bit of that inner light and glow a little bit more for the rest of your day. So let's start in child's pose. And it sounds like somebody has the TV playing very close to me, so you'll have to bear with it if you can hear it. So just allowing the knees to be out nice and wide and having the hips open, and then you can settle your hips down as far as you can and lengthen your body forward, allowing the body to climb onto the mat, sort of resting the heart down and the forehead. The third eye is important to get down on something, so maybe you need to fist up your hands or possibly rest one on top of the other is totally fine. And you're just going to chill out here for a couple moments, letting the hips rock side to side, letting the shoulder blades maybe even slide up towards the ears and then drop them down, whatever feels really good for you. We're going to make this a little bit more active, and let's just walk the hands forward, but gaze forward when you do this so you can lengthen out the arms and actually spider up your fingertips, pressing hard into the pads of the fingers, and then press back your shoulders. So you're actually trying to separate your arm from your shoulder joint just a little bit. So you're gently moving that down. If it's too active and vigorous, come up. If you can come a little bit lower, feel free to go there. Plant down through your palms in a couple of breaths, just allowing them to be really rooted, your index, your thumb, and your pinky, and all the pads of your fingers, and all the outside of your palm. It's really important to get that down, not the center of the palm, but the outside edges. And then come forward into almost a modified tabletop position, bringing the knees in, and then exhale your chest down towards the earth. It's going to go right on top of your thumbs. Point the toes away and roll back the shoulder heads, lifting up into little cobra. Right from here, press back into your first downward facing dog. So as the hips lift up, your heels will drop in towards the floor, and you can rock it a little bit side to side and just see how you feel. We're not going to hold here too long. Take a gaze forward, bend out through the knees, and just gently step up to the top of the mat. Inhale your hands up onto your shins, or if you're more advanced in your practice, of course, fingertips onto the mat. And then exhale, soften your knees and bring the hands behind the ankles into a forward fold. Inhale, swan diving all the way up to standing. So you'll rise and reach, palms come to touch, and you can subtly back bend, allowing the hands to slide down through the face, in through the mouth, the throat, and down in through the heart. Inhaling, rise the arms up, stable through the feet, big toe mounds rooted. Exhale, forward fold. We're coming down and allowing the body to cascade over the thighs. Inhale, fingertips to floor, slight gaze forward. Exhale, bring the palms down. Your option is to step it or to take a float into upper push-up or chaturanga. Upward dog cobra when you get there. And hold. Feeling the openness of the heart, roll back your shoulders, lift up through the gaze. And then when you're ready, take yourself, roll over the toes. Bring yourself back into a downward facing dog. Finding the lengthening out through the spine, rooting down through the hands, being super strong through the belly. Take your right leg up towards the ceiling. Good, and then gaze forward and step up that foot all the way to the top of your right thumb. Now I'm mirroring you, so we're all going to go the same direction. So if you notice it's my left leg, it is, but we're all twisting your right, okay? Inhaling, reach the arms up. Good, hold it here, palms facing backwards and broadening out through the chest, almost feeling like the upper back is opening up a little bit as well. Diving down, sitting into your hips. Then take your hands into the heart center and elbow towards the knee. We'll just give it a tap. Come back to center, inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands down. Straightening out through your front thigh, exhale. Come forward. Inhale, arms up. Just warming up the body. Don't worry about it if you're getting elbow to knee. Doesn't matter. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, hands down. Straightening out through that front thigh, hold it out here. Feeling your right hip pull back gently, and maybe even allow your left heel to drop back towards the back of the mat so you can lengthen out your stance. Letting the chin drop in ever so subtle. Looking at your shin, and then come forward. Inhale, arms come up. As you're reaching them up, feel an elongation. So watch that you're not sticking your chest too far forward, but it's more of a growing up taller. Then palms come to touch, and your elbow stays to the outside edge of your right knee. We're taking a twist and opening up through the heart. Thumbs eventually will land in the center of the chest. Maybe even the gaze will spiral open towards the ceiling. Nice. And then take yourself back to center. Inhale, arms will come up. And as you exhale, the fingertips will come down. Take your back knee down to the floor. Point away your back toes and settle back onto your back shin, lengthening out your front foot. So as you inhale, you come up, and as you exhale, you come forward. Letting the chin draw down, letting the crown of the head reach towards the feet. It's important that we keep the breath long and strong. We're not trying to do anything overly vigorous. You're going to warm up wherever you're at, and you're going to see me sweat because it's very warm outside. Okay, so come forward, dropping your foot down to the floor. Tuck your back toes, inhale, back knee up, rise those arms up. Your option is just to step it back or with an extended right thigh. So as you inhale, you can lengthen up your right leg. Exhale through flow, so down through chaturanga or the floor. Upward dog cobra, point your toes and lift your heart. And bring it back into downward facing dog. Nice, just finding a little bit of that opening through the back body, core is pulled in. So watch that you're not hanging. You're not trying to drop your head to the floor. We're trying to lengthen out the arms and feel the side body go super long, and even the dog agrees with that as well. So as you're rooted down, take that little look forward, come up high on your toes, bend out your knees, step it, hop it up. Inhale, hands to shins or floor, and exhale, forward fold. Come up to standing. So we'll take a swan dive. Up we go, palms to touch, sit it down into Utkatasana chair pose. Inhale, rise it back up. Expand those arms, bring the hands to the backs of the calves, and away you go, forward fold. Inhale, rise back up. Just swan dive it up. Exhale, sit it down. Nice. Feeling like the movement's coming from the core. Exhale again, forward fold, and from the heart. Beautiful movements. Move how you need to move. Inhale, lead with the upper back or soften the knees. One last time, sitting down into chair. Rise your spine back up. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward folding, coming down. Good. Hold it out here for 3. Hold it out here for 2. Maybe finding a bit more of relaxation or a little bit more assertiveness in your practice. Nice. Inhale, hands to shins or earth, half lift. Exhale, make your way to upper push-up, or you can hop it gently back into chaturanga. Let's go. Inhale, upward dog cobra. And take it back into downward facing dog. All right, so we're rooting down through your index, your pinky, and your thumb, being super strong. So watch that your hands are not hanging out. I shouldn't be able to lift up your fingers. Keep them super rooted. Now take your left leg up to the sky, extension. Gaze it forward and slowly step that foot up to the top of the mat. Just that gentle step, right? Inhale, reach your arms up. Nice. Hold it out here. Extension, fully lengthen and feel your heart opening. Nice. And then exhale, take your palms to touch and you'll tap elbow to knee. Good. Inhale, bring it all the way back. The arms rise up towards the ceiling, and exhale, forward fold. Bend out through that front knee. Inhale, arms come up, and exhale, let's take elbow to knee. Nice. One last time. Inhale, arms are up, extend, straightening out through that front leg, and you're going to hold here. Feeling your spine lengthening over top of your front shin. Maybe you drop down your back heel or you keep it elevated. What do you need today? Right? Just finding some length. Holding here for 3 and 2. 1, bend out through that front knee. Inhale, your arms come up towards the sky. Lengthen, palms to touch, and then you'll take the twist over. Finding a little bit more opening. 1 more big inhale. Arms come all the way up towards the sky, lengthen, hands come down towards the floor, and then take the knee to the earth and point the toes away. All right, here we go. We're shifting, as I'm sweating, woo, back into the right shin. So here we go, lengthening up your left toes towards the sky. You're taking your left hip back. Body is folding forward, but still super strong and leading with the heart. You can feel like you're moving forward, opening up something special in yourself, right? Reconnecting, that's so key, huh? This is not simply about just stretching the back of the leg. We're talking about connecting with something a little bit deeper. One more big inhale, hold here. Then come forward, knee over top of your ankle. You can ground down, lift up your back knee, inhale, arms come up. And you can take the leg extension, or you can go just to upper push-up, lengthen out the leg, and exhale, flow. Upward dog cobra. And take it back into downward facing dog. Nice. All right, so you'll need to walk up your feet just a little bit, and then maybe widen them out. Maybe widen them out a little bit. I'm spraying spit on my mat. Your left hand will go to the outer edge of your right ankle. So some of you will grab onto your knee, some of you will do calf, some of you will be able to slide down and grab onto the outer edge of your ankle. Spin open, looking underneath your right shoulder, look up towards the ceiling or the sky. Holding here for 3. Holding here for 2. Holding here for 1. Now look forward, release your hand, and step up your left foot to the top of the mat, okay? Inhale, arms up. Good. Exhale, palms to touch. Take your back heel down, open this to warrior 2. Extension, fingertips reaching, right and left, sitting down. Let your back hip go free. Let your front knee open, but let your chest face towards the right side. Look over top of your front fingers, dip it down just a little bit lower. Good, fingertips behind the ears. Inhale, open up the armpits. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, draw yourself back up. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, bring down elbow towards knee. Inhale, let's hold it out here. Bring those arms open, fingertips reaching. Nice, look down at your front foot. Windmill your arms down. Step it back with an extended left leg if you like. And bring it through chaturanga or floor. Upward dog cobra, it's the heart. Be strong through the thighs. And bring it back into downward facing dog. Walk your hands back towards your feet. Sit down into a toe squat with wide knees. Hold it out here, palms ground down. Your option today is going to be simply hold through Malasana garland pose. Fingertips reaching open, crown of the head, moving to the floor, sitting down deep into yogi squat. Or you can choose an alternative variation of moving into crow pose, into unsupported headstand. It's totally up to you. So the hands can root down. We lift up through the pelvis, root down through the hands, knees squeeze to the outer edges of the arms. Pull in and up, slowly start to maneuver your head down towards the floor, and then elevate up those legs. Holding here for 3. Holding here for 2. And then for 1, choose your variation. Maybe you come down a little bit stronger. We'll make our way into child's pose. Knees can come down to the floor, hips towards the heels, and soften yourself down. Good, roll your spine. Coming all the way back up again. We'll come up onto the toes at the back of the mat. Hands to heart. Okay, sorry, it's like, woo. Okay, rolling back the shoulders. This is good. I'm detoxifying a little bit of rum from last night. Okay, so we're coming up to standing, squeezing those inner thighs in. All the way up we go. So squeeze, 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 up, up, up. Good, stay up high onto your toes. Elevate, open through the heart, and take the heels to the floor. Nice. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, forward fold. So take it right down through heart center. Away we go. Inhale, hands to earth or shins. And exhale, palms to plant. Walk yourself forward into a downward facing dog, lifting up those hips, being super solid through the hands. And then walk the feet up and a little bit out, taking your right hand to the outer edge of your left ankle, shin, or knee. Press into your left hand and rotate your heart open towards the sky. Holding here for 3. Holding here for 2. And then for 1, take that gaze forward. You use your hand or you don't. You step forward to the top of the mat. Nice. Inhale, reach your arms up. Beautiful. Hold it here. Palms to touch and take a twist. Elbow to the outer edge of the knee. Inhale, bring your arms all the way back up. And you'll open up into Warrior 2. Allowing those legs to expand. Let your hips be neutral, right? So left hip rolls forward, right hip rolls open. Rooting down through your big toe mounds. Arms open up. Hold it out here. Yeah. This is so good for expression, right? You can make it like, woo, a little bit more back bendy, but just make sure that your core is solid. We don't want to have the ass sticking out with the knee towards the left side. If that's the case, your knee's going to hurt over time, yeah? So we want to have really strong foundation. That's important. Good. Hold it out here. Fingertips to the ears. Inhale, hold it here. Exhale, take your right elbow to your knee. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, take it over. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, take it over. And then inhale, bring yourself back up. Arms open up nice and wide. Fingertips reaching front and back. Pull the belly and sit down a little lower. Then take those hands to the floor. So you can just root them down. Or windmill, taking your right leg back behind you and lower through flow. And bring it back into downward facing dog. Nice. So just come on down to the knees. I'm just going to have a quick look at my phone to see what time it is because I have no idea. We've got a few more minutes. So we're sitting up tall. Take an inhale, arms rise up. And exhale, hands come to heart center. Take the fingertips behind you. Roll back your triceps. So that's the backs of the arms, right? Lift up through the chest, tuck down through your chin, and lift up your gaze. Not your chin, your gaze. The back of the neck is super lengthened. Your core is engaged. And the heart is open, and we are breathing down into the depths of our beauty. Everyone has it, we all do. We just need to tap into it and find it. Sometimes it's a bit cluttered, right? So we're holding it here, maybe overshadowed by life's activities day by day. So we need to stop and take a moment and appreciate what we have inside of us as well as what's around in nature. Being out here is absolutely stunning, I have to tell you. All right, inhale, right arm comes up. Lean back a little bit. Come back up, both arms up. Right hand falls down. Bend your elbow and lean back. Good, both arms come up. All right, take a left hand down, lean back. Now come up onto your shins. Up we go. Nice. You'll fall back. Right hand comes back. Bend out the elbow and open up. Maybe the elbow drops to the floor. Good. Come up again. Take your hips down. Left hand to the earth. Elbow comes down. And lean back. Come on up. Good. This time, camel pose. Tuck your toes under. And you can take your hands one at a time or still do the same thing as we open up and elevate up through the heart. So keep lifting heart. Do not press your hips forward. Think more about lengthening out the low back. And if you've got the accessibility, come onto the tops of your feet. Open up a little bit higher. Lift up the gaze for 3, for 2, and for 1. Hands to the low back. Come all the way back up, shoulders over hips, and take your hips down. Take the knees in. Hold here. Nice. And then slowly we'll take a gentle twist right side, left hand to the knee, opening up right. Looking over the back shoulder possibly if that feels okay, and then we'll swing it over to the other side. And then bring it back to center. Oh, my friends. Namaste to all of you. I hope that you enjoyed that simple little flow. Certainly got me sweating in this environment, and I'm even underneath the shade. I just want to take a moment and actually spin the camera around so you can see exactly what I've been looking at. So here we go. Got the most amazing lagoon. Super awesome little boats that are available for little day cruises. The dock that I was looking at. And then Captain Jack's, which is a whole beautiful environment where the yoga retreat is being held in these little cabins and cabanas. Anyway. So again, thank you so much for joining me today. I will be posting a few more videos. You'll probably see them come out all in a row as I'm really super inspired here. So I look forward to spending some more time with you in your living room or wherever you are at, hopefully on a beach somewhere. But definitely think about joining me at some point for a yoga retreat. You can look me up, BeccaPatiYoga.com, BECCAPATI yoga.com. Namaste, my friends.